guys, it's the Retro Nerd, and I'm bringing you another episode of Retro Night, episode 24. Wait, no, not 24, 25 or some shit like that. I don't know, I lose count on this shit. But we are playing some Spider-Man for the Nintendo GameCube, Spider-Man 2 to be exact. If you guys haven't played this is like the first Spider-Man game that went open world and like let you explore New York City. And well, in the in the Marvel universe, already, New York City. I mean,
welcome back, I guess.
Not too much difference from this New York City and
anyway, things have changed around here since last
real life
time, so
New York City.
Back at great expense to explain.
But anyways, so I'm doing this game today because well, I love Spider-Man, and
not much of a wall
it's a certain someone's birthday today. It is Stan Lee's 92nd birthday. He is 92 years old.
Voila.
Yeah, that's a lot. He's like getting up there to where he's almost 100, but this man is not missing a step whatsoever. You know, I mean, I see him living up to be 1,000. But anyways, you know, he's the daddy of Spider-Man. He is the well, let's just say he's the co-creator of Spider-Man. I mean, it was his idea, but the design and everything was done by Steve Ditko. Yeah, you're all probably saying, well, Jack Kirby did it. I was like, no, he just got the cover. Steve Ditko pretty much made the design of the Spider-Man suit. So Steve Ditko is the co-creator of Spider-Man. I don't really count Jack Kirby because Jack Kirby's cover just beat out Steve Ditko's cover for the first Spider-Man, which is Amazing Fantasy number 15. But Steve Ditko is the daddy of Spider-Man. You know, he's the one that created the look. Stan Lee had the ingenious mind of doing the character. Steve Ditko created the look of the character. You know, and for a long time, you know, Stan Lee wouldn't give Steve Ditko the credit, but now, you know, Steve Ditko gets the credit for helping co-create Spider-Man. You know, it was always just Stan Lee created Spider-Man. It was like, no, it's Steve Ditko as well. They're co-creators. Just like, you know, co-creators of the Avengers is Jack Kirby. Because Jack created a lot of those characters, especially the iconic figure of, you know, Captain America. Stan Lee didn't have his hands in that pot, so that one we owe to Joe Simon and Jack Kirby for creating. Anyways, this game was awesome. I remember playing this when I was a kid. I mean, I didn't like the story so much because it was just based off the Spider-Man 2 movie. I didn't really like those movies. Well, when the movies first came out, yes, I liked them. But once they did the third one, I was just like, no more. This fucking sucks. And then when they got Andrew Garfield to replace, you know, Tobey Maguire, I was like, Andrew Garfield's good. I like him as Spider-Man. He's good. Better than Tobey Maguire. But anyways, yeah, this one was cool because it was open world. You got your side missions to do and stuff like that, just besides your normal missions. And you can unlock different suits, yada yada. It was like the first time that you actually swung around in New York City as Spider-Man and saw what he sees when he web slings. So it was kind of cool to experience that. I mean, yeah, now we have the Amazing Spider-Man games that, you know, is gone, you know, has the HD graphics and all that. But anyways, you know, this game was revolutionary because of that. It's like, look, we're an open world sandbox game. You play a Spider-Man and you web sling everywhere.
For the next lesson,
I mean, you could walk everywhere if you wanted to, but the man fucking web slings everywhere, so it was just cool to live that. You know, you can run up the buildings and stuff like that, and then like jump from the highest point of a building. You know, you get on one of the tall skyscrapers and just jump off. You'll just dive all the way to the ground until you like hit the button to web sling. It'll web sling out of the way, miss the floor, and just keep on web slinging. So I always loved this game. It was so much fun. I think you could also pick up the cars and like chuck them or some shit like that. I'm not really sure about it.
Looks like the robbers are escaping on foot.
But yeah,
go teach them about justice.
You know, so you'll be swinging around, and you know you have your main story missions that you can do, or you'll have like, you know, certain enemies appear. Not so much like his main villains, but it'd be like, oh no, there's criminals robbing a lady's purse, or a kid lost his balloon. Can you get the balloon for the kid?
Want to see something cool?
Or there's a hijacking or something like that, you know. There's just so many different things that you could do just besides the story mode, because, you know, Spider-Man's everywhere. He just doesn't always fight his villains. He fights the common criminals as well, just like Batman. Batman always doesn't fight Mr. Freeze. Sometimes he's just got to fight some mob gangsters or just low-life thugs. Just whatever, you know, he's got to fight. That's who he fights, so.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
But of course, you know, in these games you have, you know, cameos and stuff like that.
It's on the house.
I believe Stan Lee has a cameo in this. I know for the narrators of the games, they got Bruce Campbell to do the narrator for the movie games, which is cool because Bruce Campbell, Sam Raimi go way back with the Evil Dead movies. But you know, he's also in the 3 Spider-Man movies. First one, he is the ring announcer that calls him Spider-Man instead of Man Spider like Peter wanted to be called. And then number 2, he is the usher that won't let Peter into Mary Jane's play. I was about to call it Mary Park. Won't let him into Mary Jane's play. And then in the third one, he is the waiter that Peter wants to have like the ring in like the wine or some shit or some kind of, well, pretty much the ring he was gonna propose to Mary Jane with, and he wants the waiter to put the ring in there and all that stuff. So those are Bruce Campbell's appearances in there, and of course, you know, Stan Lee's in the movies, but I think he's also got a cameo in this. Can't remember, it's been so long, but you know, right away is the first person's voice you hear is Bruce Campbell's introducing you to the game and all that stuff, so that was kind of cool and unique. Even though Sam Raimi put him in, you know, the movies, you know, he got to be in the games too. Now, what would have been awesome was if they would let you like dress in like the Army of Darkness outfit or something as Spider-Man and web sling around as Ash with a chainsaw on his hand. That'd be fucking sweet. But of course we didn't get that, but alas, this is still a fun game. I mean, for GameCube, it had some pretty decent graphics. I mean, most people are like, well, it's GameCube. It's gotta have shit graphics on it. I don't want to play it. Yeah, the textures are a little bland, but everything else is pretty good. I like it. It's a nice, solid game. I mean, yeah, there's some frustrating parts and stuff like that, but hey, it comes with the territory of, you know, those old games. There's always frustrating parts. We don't have day one patches to fix problems like that. You know, back in the day, you had a bug in the game, you fucking dealt with it. That's the only thing you could do. Anyways, so I would recommend picking this up. Maybe celebrating Stan Lee's birthday next year. You know, by playing some Spider-Man or watching the Avengers. Don't watch Captain America. He's not created by Stan Lee, so don't do that. Anyways, I have been the Retro Nerd, and this has been Spider-Man 2 for the Nintendo GameCube. Nerd out.
Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. I'm sorry, Dr. Connors.
Don't let them get the case.
Give us the case and you won't get hurt. I got her. Let's clear out of here. Spider, we're gonna need more men. Looks like interference showed up.
Why does stuff like this always happen when I'm running late?
Take a nap, Zap. Flash! Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that case. Case secured. Looks like interference showed up. Our plans mustn't be upset.
I really don't have
Boy, you
time
just
for
aren't
this.
landing a punch on these guys. You keep blocking. You better try a different tactic, or I'm gonna fall asleep.
Hi, my name's Spider-Man, and I'll be your rescuer today. Maybe I can still make it before class ends. Dr. Connors,
Peter,
I'm sorry for missing class. I was on my way, but...
Peter, I don't want to hear excuses. You have a keen scientific mind, but your grades are slipping. You miss class half the time, and when you do show up, you're asleep in your seat.
Yes, Dr. Connors. I understand.
Have you started your paper on Dr. Octavius yet? He's a good friend of mine, so you'd better know what you're talking about.
Well, I've been thinking about it.
Thinking isn't your problem. But that paper isn't going to write itself, Peter. And if you don't get your act together, you're in serious danger of failing this class.
I know, Dr. Connors. I'll pull things together. I promise.
I hope so. I'll see you in class.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. Show you what you still need to do in the current chapter. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Get a job!
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already...
Better change while no one is around.
I have many pizzas that need delivering, and you are late, like always. You're the only delivery boy here right now, too, so you must deliver everything. Don't be late.
I won't let you down, Mr. Aziz.
I need you to get back here as soon as you finish the deliveries, Parker. The orders don't stop coming just because you are out on a delivery.
Think I should make my first delivery over there.
It's Spider-Man!
You made it! On time. Good job!
I'd better return the bag now that I'm finished with my delivery.
You did all right this time. Maybe I'm not wrong to keep you on, eh? Keep up the good work.
kidding.
This is our turf now! Truce till we get rid of the spider! Get him! I'll beat you down! Either these curtains go or I do. Man, you ain't nothing!
Menace!
Ah! Can't see!
This is the part where you fall down.
If you press and hold the web button,
Still late. Promised Harry and MJ that I would meet them this evening.
Peter, you made it. Happy birthday.
Hey, buddy. MJ and I had a bet going on whether you would actually show up.
Thanks, Harry. Hey, MJ. I'm almost afraid to ask, but who won the bet?
I did, of course. Okay, Harry, pay up.
All right, all right. Are you sleeping all right, Pete? You look beat.
Just some late nights.
Still palling around with that murdering bug?
Harry, I know you think Spider-Man killed your dad.
He did kill my dad. Someday I'll get him for it, too. Tell him that next time you see him.
Yeah, well... Hey, congratulations on those billboards, MJ.
Oh, thanks. It's so unexpected. Everything's happening at once. The billboards, the play, which you have to come see, by the way. I'll get you a ticket for your birthday. Can you swing by later and pick it up?
Huh? Oh, swing by, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I promise I'll go. So, what's up at Oscorp lately?
I'm heading up special projects now. We've been providing funding and tritium for one of your heroes, Dr. Octavius. You want to meet him?
Do I? That would be great, Harry.
I'll set everything up then. Hey, come on, let's eat.